Hello guys, and welcome back to yet another video. Well, on this one I will be introducing basketball. A lot of people have been asking me to at least explain basketball because not everyone is a fan of football, and I took that into consideration because it is all about sport betting, not necessarily soccer, because soccer is the most popular. So I have to at least explain basketball so that basketball fans, basketball lovers can be able to bet basketball. So on this one, I'll introduce basketball so that for those who are also interested in betting basketball can, see and see if it's their thing or not. And then I'll follow with other videos. I'll try and follow with other videos as usual that go deeper in basketball betting. But it's simple. It might not be even a lot of videos because it's so simple. So the reason why I'm using this platform now, sport betting, it is because Hollywood is not the best when it comes to basketball. Sport betting is the best. So if you don't have this account, you can just watch how I introduce this and where to get it. So let me just quickly go back first to my list and erase basketball now. You see, I'm taking everything from this list. I erase basketball now because I'm about to explain it. So this is your home screen. If you are on your Sportingbet account, this is your home screen. So what you do is you just scroll down, or what you can do is you can scroll here. See here? You can just scroll here. You can just swipe right here. Swipe left, and then you can press basketball there. As you can see, as basketball. Or what you can do is you can scroll down here like this, and you can see the under live highlights. It's already on basketball here. It can be on football. See now it's on football. It can be on tennis. So you can leave it here under basketball because we're focusing on basketball for now. So under live highlights, you will see there are matches, there are ongoing matches here for basketball, but we're not going to focus on those. But I can just slightly just show you something there, but later on. But we're not going to focus on those. These are matches that are ongoing. You understand? So let me just scroll down. If you click here on all basketball live events, click there. Once you click there, you will notice that you get to see all basketball live events. It's just that now they are sort of sorted. You understand? They are not just a list of unknown teams from which country, you know what I mean? Now you can see that this team is from Italy, this one is from Hungary, this one is from France. If you can see this one, that's a league from China, and so on and so forth. But once you go down, I want you to go down, you'll notice that there are upcoming matches. See this one? Yeah, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a match here and make an example using a match here on upcoming matches. So without wasting any further time, and firstly, I don't understand basketball. Not that I don't understand, I do, but I don't follow basketball. I'm not a fan of basketball, so I won't be able to know the teams exactly. So I will take this match, for instance, this one here, Juventus versus BC Alitaus Jokija. Yeah, Jokija, that team. So, of course, according to, even when you're betting soccer, according to the bookmaker, the lowest odds, for instance here you can see here, the lowest odds always refer to a team, a stronger team. That's according to algorithms, the analysis done by a computer, by the bookmaker. That does not necessarily mean that Juventus here will win. As you can see, that Juventus is favored. But before we go there, let me first explain what are these things. Here, the reason why I'm saying basketball is easy, it's not wide like soccer, whereby you can have a lot of markets. You have few markets here. For instance, in this case, you have a spread, and then you have totals here in the middle, and here on the right, you have a money line. Let me explain. What is money line? Let me start on the right. Money line is the same thing as a three-way market. You still remember a three-way market in soccer, whereby you say home team to win, or draw, or you can say it's a draw, or you can choose an option for away team to win. Those three options: home, draw, and away. That's a three-way market. So basically, here in basketball, there's no three-way market. I can call it a two-way market, or rather leave it there on money line. Why? Because here you only have a choice, an option for home team, which is Juventus in this case, to win. And here on the other odds, you have another team, which is that Zokicha, that BC. Let's just call it BC. You have BC who is playing away, but you don't have an option for a draw. Why? It's unnecessary, because in basketball, it's almost same thing as in rugby. You hardly see a draw. I mean, you will never, not that you will never, but you hardly see a draw. So they didn't find a reason to put it there, because look, it's useless. So you can only bet on who will win only. So I'm sure now by now you understand what money liner means. Now let's go to totals. Totals, I know you understand totals. You've bet on soccer, the likes of over 1.5, under 1.5, over 2.5, and all of those. Those are totals. But here now, in what is this, in basketball, you have overs and under, same thing, but you can see that you have over 168.5 and you have over what is this, over 168.5. I mean, under and over. You understand that the high numbers, the reason for high numbers, I'll show you that now. Let me show you why the high numbers. It's because in basketball, the points, the score, or rather, let me call it like that. I'll just look at this. Let's look at this live match here, so that you can be able to get the picture of how are things in basketball. I'm trying now to draw a picture of how is basketball. You understand? In terms of minutes, in terms of what is this? In terms of the play. I'll just quickly introduce that now. Let me show you now. I need an example. Okay, let's rather choose this one. This one, the last one, take key. I will select this one. It's a live match. Look, once I select this, okay, it's still loading. Okay, let me tell you one thing. In basketball, there are 4 quarters. Yes, there are 4 quarters. So each quarter contains 1 minute. It's 10 minutes each quarter. For instance, in this match, can you see this is a live match? And you can see here it's the first quarter. Can you see here? It is the first quarter, and you can see the time there is ticking down instead of going up from 1 to 10 minutes. It's ticking down from 10 minutes to 0. Then after that, then the match starts again for a second quarter. The teams will take a break, and then the match starts for a second quarter. And then second quarter also contains also have 10 minutes. Once the match once the second quarter finishes, they take a break. It's half time now. You see in soccer, you have a half time of 45 minutes and then the other 45 minutes. But here you have half time of 20 minutes, but it's played in quarters. First 10 minutes, then they take a small break. Second 10 minutes, then they take a small break. I mean a bigger break now, because it's half time after that second quarter. And then you have third quarter, then you have fourth quarter. So now, that's why you will see such options here. But I will introduce this once I get deeper in. I'm still introducing this, so I'll explain this once I get deeper when it comes to what is this, basketball. So I just wanted to tell you that there's quarters here. So let me quickly go back and see if oh, I'm too far now. Okay, let me just check. Okay, here we are. There is what I wanted to explain was this over 172 and over, now it's over 172. They are updating it. You can see now they are updating it as the, okay, where is this now? I'm gone now. Live basketball. Let me just go to basketball. I don't know what I've done now here, but this platform is the easiest, this one, even though it's a little bit tricky for new people, but it is the easiest. I'm looking for that match for Juventus, the one that I was using to make an example. Okay, I think it's somewhere here on upcoming. There we go. You can see now they have updated it. It's no longer 168. As the time ticks down for the match to start, they are updating it. I'm sure they are looking at statistics and all of those things. So over 172, why it's so high, the numbers are so high, I wanted to show you that, but I just went in here. Look at the score. Look at the score on this match. Take it. Can you see it's 15 and the other team has 12? The score of this thing is a bit high. I think I can explain that like that. It's a bit high. Why? Because every time when one person takes that ball on that net, it's 2 points. But if he's so much far on the furthest point outside that box, I mean outside that radius, that circle thing there, it's 3 points. So you can imagine now, because I mean, can you imagine the scores were likely to be 100 and something to 100 and something. You understand what I mean? So the scores of these things are slightly high. It's basically same as rugby. Imagine rugby, a try is 5. So the score of this thing is slightly high. So that's why now the totals, you understand? That's why the totals here, the total of the scores here is over 100 and something. You can see here, even here, it's over 130, over 163. Here it's over 150. Here it's under, I mean, it's over 161. Here it's over what? You understand my point? So the reason why it's that, it's because the score here is a bit high. You can already see here, if you can combine the score of this match, you see this match, this one, France, this team, Lions versus Nanterres. Lions, it's 49. And Nanterre, it's 41. And it's still halftime. There's still 20 minutes to play. And already that is over, almost over 100. Because when I add these two, it's 41 plus that, it's 90. So it's almost over 100. So definitely here there will be an over 120. If there was that option here, you could have bet over 120. Can you see that? So I'm sure by now your mind, something is tickling on your mind, is telling you that, damn, it's very, very easy most to get money on this thing, because the overs, the scores of these things are always high. So for instance here, this one is over 194, and you can see it's still a third quarter. There's still 15 minutes to play, because it's the third quarter and there's 5 minutes that still is left for that quarter to end, and you still have the last quarter, which is the fourth quarter. So you still have time, and you can see when you combine the scores here, it's 70 plus 56. That's like 126 already. So definitely there will be points here. There will be points to be scored here on this match. So that's what this over mean. Now, I think now my explanation for that over is too much. That's what is this thing mean now. The explanation of this over 172 and under. I'm sure by now you understand, and you know why it's so, the numbers are so high. Now let's come to the spread. The spread, it simply means that it's like a handicap. Yeah, I think that's the best way to explain it. If you understand a handicap in soccer, then you will understand this thing here. It's just that here on basketball, it's called a spread. For instance, if I say, let me just select it so that you can have a picture. You see, I've just selected Juventus here, -7. It means that I'm playing here a handicap, and I'm saying Juventus will win this game, even though there's -7.5 of a handicap there. You can call it a spread, just not to confuse. You can call it a spread. There's a spread of -7.5 there. So what does that mean? It simply means that whatever score Juventus has here on this game, I will still deduct -7.5. Juventus must still win. So a typical example will be for Juventus to score 20 points here, or let's say 100 points, just to be realistic, for Juventus to score 100 points, and this team to score at least 80. So that even when you minus that 7.5 on Juventus 100, you will still be left with 92.5. So that's still a win for Juventus. I'm just making a typical example. So that's it. So for Juventus to win, when you're playing that, it means that Juventus must score an extra, whatever, the margin for winning, basically, the margin for winning must be more than 7. So if Juventus score 107, the other team cannot score 100 exactly, because once you minus that 7.5 on that 107 of Juventus, then it will be a lose for Juventus. The other team will win. So that's a handicap. I hope I tried to explain it, and of course this was just an introduction, so I'm sure there will be more questions to that. I'm sure there will be more questions, and I'm expecting more questions, and I will be explaining deeper and deeper and deeper so that people can understand this basketball, because I'm willing to explain this so that people understand and bet, and then they win. So other than that, yeah, I'll explain other markets later on.